Hi, my name is Ryder Hankins, and I'm a double major in marketing and international business with minors in Italian studies and global entrepreneurship. And today, I'm going to be part of the Troche Center's short and sweet rapid fire edition. All right, let's go. Awesome. Thank you, Marcel. First question. What is one word that your friends would use to describe you? I would have to say busy, because I'm always running around doing something. I'm always part of some organization, or I have some last minute assignment I forgot about. So busy is probably the best word to describe me. Number 2, what would you like to do in your free time? As per question 1, I almost never have free time, but if I do, you can find me listening to music, watching Shameless on Netflix, or taking care of my plants, because we all know TikTok taught us to be gardeners over the quarantine. Number 3, how did I pick my majors? It was honestly a whole journey to figure out that I wanted to be a business major. When I first came to college, I thought I was going to be a doctor. I thought I was going to major in medicine, go to med school, do the whole 9 yards. But after my first semester, I stopped in my tracks and I was like, this is not for you. You're not happy here. So I went on this whole journey to figure out what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be, and I kind of narrowed down my passions into creativity, competitiveness, competition, and successfulness, and that really fit for me with marketing. And after I studied abroad, I really found another passion in understanding the global perspective, learning new cultures and meeting new peoples, and that's why I settled on international business. So that was probably one of the best decisions that I've made in my college career. Next question. What is my favorite movie, book, or song? I'm gonna have to stay true to my middle school self and say The Hunger Games were and are my favorite books. But in terms of music, I'm gonna have to say Jeremy Zucker. Go ahead and check him out. Next question. What is my favorite class so far in the business school? I would have to say, again, Accounting 202 with Professor Siciliano. Shout out Siciliano. It really challenged me academically and showed me a new perspective to my education that I never really saw in myself. So that was awesome. Next question. Can you briefly list the organizations you're involved with on campus? Yeah. I am part of UNLV FASA, Filipino American Student Association, UNLV Csun, the student government here on campus. I'm part of GEE. I'm an Honors 105 instructor, an Honors College mentor, and I was briefly involved in UNLV Second Stage, a student-ran theater company here. How has GEE supplemented my college experience? GEE is such a diverse and exclusive community of like-minded individuals who kind of strive for success and innovation. It's really been a place for me to find mentors, connect with people, find lifelong friends, and grow as a person. Without those people and without this community, I would not honestly be the person who's sitting here today. Next question. How would somebody go about getting involved in Csun? It is a very lengthy process to get involved in Csun, but your first bet would probably be to DM our Instagram at UNLV Csun. I personally, me and my team run it, so we can definitely get you into the right hands and figure out where you belong at Csun. Do you speak any other languages? Parlo poco italiano, ma non bene, ma volevo parlare Italiano perfetto. I speak a little Italian, but not the best. My goal is to live in Italy for 5 years, so I can make that perfect. Let's see. I recently studied abroad in Italy. What are some spark notes on my craziest study abroad experience? That would have to be coming back. I studied abroad last spring, and as we all know, that's when COVID hit. Italy was hit hardest. And it was a very interesting process to get home. There was 5 weeks of quarantine and a flight into New York and another quarantine when I got back. It was a very interesting process, but it was it was something that I would never trade for the rest of the world, the 6 weeks I was there. What is the biggest lesson that I've learned from serving as an honors college mentor and as a peer instructor? From both my time as an instructor and as a mentor, I've learned that it really doesn't matter in what stage of life somebody's at. You can learn from almost anyone, and you can connect with anyone around you as long as you're open and ready to learn. With all the hats that you juggle, how do you manage your time? I would have to say Google Calendar. If you don't use your Google Calendar yet, what are you doing? It's the best way for me to organize my time, my meetings, my Google meetings, honestly everything. So this is not sponsored, but look into Google Calendars. What's one thing that I still want to accomplish in my college bucket list? As long as COVID's gone, hopefully, I'd like to study abroad again. I'd like to at least travel with the university to 5 countries before I graduate to really fully understand a more global perspective and more people than just Americans and Italians. So, what is my dream job? As I talked about before, I'd really love to be a expatriate for an American company and live in Rome. So, hopefully that's something I can do. What is the best piece of advice that I've ever received? That's the last question. Honestly, the best piece of advice I've ever received was when I was thinking about being a business major and I wasn't sure yet. I didn't know if marketing was honestly for me. But my 105 instructor when I was a freshman kind of took me to coffee, sat me down and said, do you care about the ocean? Do you care about the earth? Do you want to save the turtles? And I was like, of course I do. Like, what person doesn't? And she was like, well, somebody marketed that to you. Somebody gave you the information and kind of told you about this concern. And that's something that you can do. And that really opened my eyes. So that's probably one of the best advices that I've gotten throughout my college experience. Again, my name is Ryder Hankins, and thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Have a great day.